Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we are going to learn how to automate internal IT asset request. So let's suppose I'm running a business and I'm receiving many queries on my WhatsApp. I was manually replying to all of the queries and this was consuming a lot of my time. So I've completely automated this process and I've created a WhatsApp chatbot to automate all my WhatsApp conversation. So with the help of Pabbly Chatflow, when I create this chatbot and when a user send me a message, automatically a reply will be sent to this user based on the query which they have sent to me. Now, if you want to learn the step-by-step process of how you can create this WhatsApp chatbot with the help of Pabbly Chatflow, then let me take you all to my screen. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can create a WhatsApp chatbot to automate the internal IT asset request. And for this, I have created a WhatsApp chatbot with the help of Pabbly Chatflow in such a manner that whenever someone is going to request me for the assets, I'm going to collect their details and add that to my Google Sheets spreadsheet. And then I'm going to send them the confirmation message. And to check this, I'm going to send a message from my WhatsApp like, "Hello, I want to request IT assets." I'm going to send this message and then let's wait for the response. So here it has sent me this message. If I click on any of the buttons, I will be sent the next message. So let's suppose I want to get this laptop. Now let's wait for the response. Here it is asking me for the full name. So I'm going to send my full name like. I'm going to send this message and let's wait for the response. Here it is asking me the department. In the department, I'm going to answer finance. I'm going to send this message and let's wait for the next reply. And here it is asking me the reason for request. So I'm going to write, need a laptop for remote work and financial analysis. I'm going to send this message and you will see that I'm going to capture the next response like it is asking me the date on which I require this. So I'm going to write 20/09/2025, send this message, wait for the next reply. And here it has sent me, your request has been submitted. The IT team will process it soon. Type request anytime to request another IT asset. Now let's check this one. If I type request, will I get the response from them or not? And here it is, we have received this message. Now I have provided these details, you see. Let me open my Google Sheets spreadsheet and check whether all these details are added there or not. And here it is, the name was this which we have sent, the department which we have sent was finance, the reason was need a laptop for remote work and financial analysis, and the date was this. So this is how my WhatsApp chatbot is working. It is automating all my WhatsApp conversation, collecting the details and adding the details to my Google Sheets spreadsheet. Now if you want to learn how we can create this WhatsApp chatbot, then let's start creating this from the beginning. So here in this video, we are going to see how we can automate the internal IT assets WhatsApp chatbot with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. And to visit Pabbly Chatflow, we simply need to write www.pabbly.com/chatflow in the browser. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Chatflow account. But before we sign in, let me quickly take you towards Pabbly community. So you can join this Pabbly community to connect with business owners, experts, and the Pabbly support team. You can share tips, ask questions, and get quick solutions to your automation challenges. You can stay updated on latest features and collaborate with thousands of users who help and support each other every day. Now, if you want to learn how you can join this community, then please check out the link given in the description. Let's move back towards Pabbly Chatflow. After browsing this website, we need to sign in to our Pabbly Chatflow account. On the top right corner, you can see two options, sign in and sign up for free. If you are an existing user, click on this sign in, and if you are a new user, click on this sign up for free, and this will give you 100 credits free on monthly basis. As I'm an existing user, I'll go with this sign in. And here all Pabbly apps page has appeared, which is showing me all the Pabbly applications. I'm going to click on this Pabbly Chatflow Access Now. And here it has taken me towards this dashboard. You can see the credit allotted, credit consumed, credit remaining, and the WhatsApp number added. Now, if you want to add your WhatsApp number to your Pabbly Chatflow account, simply click on this Add WhatsApp Number. You can click on this WhatsApp Connect to connect your WhatsApp with your account, or you can use a manual token to connect your WhatsApp with your Pabbly Chatflow account. Now here on the left hand side where you can see all these features, we have this inbox, contacts, team queues, templates, broadcast flows, AI assistant, activity logs, settings, and get help. So we have created a detailed video on all of these features, the video of which is available on our YouTube channel. You can visit the playlist on our YouTube channel by the name Pabbly Chatflow. Now to create this flow, we have to go towards this flows. So I'm going to open this. So now here I have landed towards this flow builder. You can see the total flows, active flows and inactive flows. To create a new flow, you simply need to click on this add flow. Let's open this. Here I have landed towards this page from where I'm going to start creating this WhatsApp chatbot. But before we do that, let me quickly name this flow to automate internal IT asset request, and then we are going to trigger this WhatsApp chatbot. So the first box which we get is this trigger box. With the help of these trigger events, we are going to activate or trigger our WhatsApp chatbot. Over here, I'm going to use this keyword and the regex match. You can use this user start conversation, template selected, WhatsApp template delivered, contact added to list, contact custom field updated, and the tags assigned. So I'm going to select it as keyword regex match and I'm going to enter a keyword. Now here I've entered request. Now with the help of this particular keyword, whenever a user send me a message like I want to request an IT asset, I want to request this or that, this chatbot is going to get triggered and start sending the messages. Here if I enter any keyword like automate, internal or something like that, with the help of that particular keyword, this WhatsApp chatbot is going to get activated. But if suppose the customer does not have that particular keyword, then you can use this regex. So regex is like a smart search tool which helps chatbot identify patterns of different variables and words. I'm going to enter a pattern in this regex. Here I have entered that, and when you are going to trigger your WhatsApp chatbot with the help of this regex, please make sure that you enter the same pattern. Now with the help of this regex, any message is going to trigger my WhatsApp chatbot. So if you have created 2 or 3 WhatsApp chatbots and then you have triggered your WhatsApp chatbot with the help of regex, all your WhatsApp chatbot is going to get triggered. So you can use the keywords and the regex according to your choice and preference and requirement. Here in this chatbot, I'm going to use both keywords and the regex. Here in this chatbot, I'm going to use both keywords and regex. Now, as I've triggered this WhatsApp chatbot, you see that when I've sent this message, the next message was sent to me. So how I was able to create this message? I'm going to click on the circle, drag and drop the circle, and then click on this text plus button. Over here, I've sent a text plus button message. You will see that in this content type, I have this media with the help of which I can send the image, audio or document. I can create the list of options which I have. I can send the single product and the multi-product. I can use the single AI message which will be AI generated. And then I have this template which is a pre-designed message format. I'm going to use this text button for now and I'm going to enter my message like, hi, what IT asset do you need? And then I'm going to provide the button. Over here, I'm going to provide 3 buttons and then I'm going to provide the text in this. If you have many more options, what you can do, you can use the list option. So I'm quickly going to provide the value to these buttons like, so the first is laptop, second is software license, third is mouse and keyboard. Now as soon as anyone click on any of the buttons, I want to send them the next message in which I'm collecting their details. So to collect the details, on the left hand side where you can see all these options, we have the messages. I have already explained you all the options and the buttons. We have to go towards the actions. And in this, we are going to use this ask question from our customers or the users. I'm simply going to drag and drop this ask question and build connection of all these 3 circles with this particular question box. That's it. Now on the left hand side, if you see, we have this condition which will help us branch the flow. We have this ask address. We can ask the address, ask the location, ask any question, ask them to upload the media, image, video, audio. Then we can set the custom field. We can add the tag to that particular user. With the help of this API request, we can send the details which we have collected to another CRM or the Google Sheet. And then we can use the single AI message to send the AI generated message. We can use this assign AI assistant in which we simply have to create the AI assistant and attach that to our bot. And then we can use this delay. If we want to delay the reply for 1 week, or we want to send the reminders, we can use this delay, or we can connect the one flow to another flow. Now here I'm going to create the question like, please provide the following details. First I'm going to ask them the full name, and in the contact custom field I'm going to select it as full name, and in the format I'm going to select it as text. Now over here you can see that I have used this contact custom field and the format. As you ask the question, please make sure that you have created the contact custom field for that particular question, so that whenever your user answer that particular question which you have asked, the details get saved in your contact custom field, and then you can use this detail later to create a custom message or send that detail to another CRM or the Google Sheets. So here, to create this contact custom field, on the left hand side where you can see all these options, you have to go towards the settings and then click on this contact custom field. But before that, please make sure that you save this flow. If you do not save the flow, all your messages will be lost. So here, flow updated successfully. So here I'm going to open this contact custom field in a new tab. And I have landed towards this contact custom fields. If I scroll down, you can see all the fields which I have created. To create a new contact custom field, you simply need to click on this add more field. You can name this field, and then you have to save this. Now here you see that in my flow, I have added this contact custom field which I have created by the name full name. And then I have selected the format as text. You can select the format according to your choice and preference, and then I'm going to create the next question. So in the very similar manner, I'm going to create the questions. Also with the help of this contact custom field, you can create custom messages which I'm going to tell you later. So let me first complete this entire flow. So here I have completed this flow. You can see that after this full name question, I have asked the department, in which I have created a contact custom field for the department, and I chose that same contact custom field. Then the reason for request, the contact custom field created and selected, the date, contact custom field created and selected, and then I've sent all the details with the help of this API request. If I go towards the actions, and then I'm going to drag and drop this API request. So this is how I'm going to click on this webhook URL, and then this box will appear in front of me, from where I'm going to select the method as post, and then I'm going to open my workflow in Pabbly Connect. To do that, you have to go towards all Pabbly apps and then click on this Pabbly Connect, access now. You have to create a new workflow, for which you need to click on this, and then you have to select your workflow builder. You have to select your folder, you have to give this name, and then you simply need to click on this create. As soon as your workflow is created, this box will appear, from where you have to select your trigger application as webhook by Pabbly. And then after selecting this, you have to select your trigger event as catch webhook and then click on connect. Here a webhook URL is provided to you, which you need to copy, and you have to simply paste that over here. After you do this, you have to create the keys for the question which you have asked. Here we have created 4 questions. First was name, second was department, third was reason for request, and the fourth was date. And select their contact custom field. So for the full name, we have created a full name contact custom field. You have to select that. For the department, for the reason for request, and for the date, you have to follow the same process. Then simply click on this test. The test data will be sent to your workflow over here, and then you have to add another action step, in which you are going to select your action application as Google Sheets. After you receive the test response in this webhook by Pabbly, you have to add that data to your Google Sheet. You have to select your spreadsheet, and then you have to enter the response which you have received. I have already created a workflow which I am going to open it for you over here. So I have received the test response, which is this one, and then I added an action step, in which I took my action application as Google Sheets, selected my spreadsheet, and mapped all the details. Now over here, I have simply clicked on this field, click on this webhook by Pabbly, and map that particular detail. So this is how we map the details, and we created dynamic fields over here. After that, I simply click on the save and send test request, and this data was sent to my Google Sheet spreadsheet like this. So over here, if I go back towards my flows, what I have done, we have clicked on this test, the test data was sent to my workflow, and after that, please make sure that you click on the save. If you do not click on the save, your data will not be sent after that. So we are going to close this. This is how I have created this. I have created the questions, I have added the contact custom field, send the test data, save this, and the data was added to my Google Sheet spreadsheet, and finally I send this message. Your request has been submitted. Now I was talking about how to create a custom message. If I go back towards my contact custom field, here I have created a contact custom field for the full name. Here I have clicked the contact custom field, you can see this. So I'm going to go back towards my message and I'm going to paste that over here. So it will appear something like this, $full name. So this dollar is going to create a dynamic field, and whenever I'm going to receive a new response, it is going to get replaced. So over here, I have sent my name like this, Shubmurti, and when I'm going to receive this message, it will say your request has been submitted, Shubmurti. After creating this entire flow, please make sure that you save this flow and you have keep this toggle on. If you keep this off, your messages will not be sent. The flow will remain inactive. We have to keep it active, so we toggle this on and then we save this. Now I'm again going to send a message like, hey, I want to order IT assets. Let's send this message. And here I have received this message. If I click on this mouse keyboard, it is going to ask me the same questions. And this is how we have created this chatbot. I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. If you have any questions, you can comment down the video below. You can stay tuned to our channel for learning more such interesting WhatsApp chatbots. I have attached the link of this flow in the description, which you can check out and practice by your own. So I hope you liked this video and understood this video very well. Thanks for watching. Not only this chatbot, you can create multiple such chatbots with the help of Pabbly Chatflow. Now if you have any questions, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issue, then you can visit the website given over here. Also, you can try Pabbly Chatflow for 100% free and create your own WhatsApp chatbot.